Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now join Blake, Cristian, and Mark as they have fun going through the crazy wrestling world. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. Get ready for the revolution, the generation evolution. And now let's start the show. I woke up, it was 7. I waited till 11 just to figure out that no one would call. I think I've got a lot of friends, but I don't hear from them. What's another night all alone? When you're spending every day on your own. And here it goes. I'm just a kid and all life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares cause I'm alone and the world is having more fun than me tonight. And when
Live from the Man to Man Studios in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you tuned in to the Generation Evolution for Thursday, March 5th, 2026. I'm Mike.
I'm Christian.
I'm Mark. And this cover dropped out of nowhere the other day. This is Bowling Pursuit covering Simple Plan's famous song, I'm Just a Kid.
Really good.
And
this is really good.
They have full music video for this and everything. I did a full thing for the other day.
I like their version better.
I love Simple Plan's version. Simple Plan's version, that made me cry at the concert. But like, this is an amazing version. So, and they just toured with them. We just saw them on tour. So, like, it was actually really cool. So, just wanted to make sure we open up the show with that. So, there we go. So, hello everybody.
Hello.
And I just realized I didn't fix the day of the week on the screen. So I'm gonna turn it off now because it's the wrong day of the week on the screen. But we were recording it a little early because I'll explain why in a couple minutes. But before we get there, hello everybody. Welcome to the show. And it almost feels like we're rushing to get a show started today. It almost feels like that today. But
Kind of.
luckily, I had the whole show ready to go before we had to change things up today. So, not a big problem. So before we get into our notes, I promised at the end of last week's show we'd look at the month ahead. And first things first, here's our PLE schedule for the month of March. Keep reviewing the PLE schedule. AEW has Revolution. On first is Saturday is actually NXT Vengence Day. And then next weekend is AEW Revolution. The week after, 2 weeks after that is TNA Sacrifice. But NXT is doing their what's turning into this yearly show at the Square Garden Theater, NXT Roadblock on the Tuesday night at the end of the month. So, and as for the show, though, a little show announcement because this one's going to be off for a little bit. Good track. So here's the schedule for the month. Next week, John Parker's going to be here.
Whoa.
So let's preview. Me and Mark preview AEW Revolution. Week after that, on March 20th, we have our 2026 Pod-a-thon special. It's the all media mode episode for Stand Up to Cancer.
Yep.
And then the week after that, me and Mandy are going to sit down. We're going to preview NXT Roadblock. We also have a couple other things on the docket for that week's show. And then you should be back for the beginning of April.
Yep.
That is the plan. So that is our schedule for the next a few weeks after today. But we're starting track on fucking Monday, which is insane. But anyway, before we even do that, the reason we had a rush to get the show on the air today is because we're going to do this tomorrow after school. We had a scramble because tonight, Christian, I'll throw it to you.
So I probably read something wrong. I thought it was tomorrow at midnight, but no, it's midnight tonight.
What is? Tell people on the audio side.
I was setting up the backstory to get to the goddamn plot. So
okay.
I'm gonna hit you. But no. So I got the days wrong because tonight is the midnight release of WWE 2K26. I'm pretty sure everyone is looking forward to this. You'll get a video whenever I can.
I have some ideas we have to talk about off the air.
Whenever I can.
Well, no, I have some ideas sometime in March to do something like we did last year. We'll talk about it later off the air.
But no, you'll get a stream whenever I can. This is, I've seen a lot of fucking, they fixed a lot of problems. They have ragdoll mode. now, and
Ragdoll mode.
Oh,
What is
God.
ragdoll mode? What does that mean?
you know how when your body just goes limp, it does like it just falls in random places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Very cool.
there's clips online. All you gotta do is look up WWE 2K26 Ragdoll Physics and enjoy that. That is the most funniest shit I think I've seen in 2K games since
So now when
2K19's physics.
Cool.
So when you put them down through a table, Ragdoll.
No, you can just fall off a goddamn balcony and just die,
Oh,
and then
okay.
you'll get up 2 seconds later.
Sounds good. Love it.
I'm very excited for this goddamn game.
Good.
So that'll be. We'll talk about that more as the month goes on. I have an idea that I'll talk to him about off the air.
Yep. Okay.
We're also have a camera set up because I didn't want to be cursed today. So we'll talk about that more later in the show. We'll talk about that later in the show as well. Someone's laughing at that. Anyway, let's get right into things today, shall we? For sure.
Let's topic. Where's it going? Mark will probably be confused and Cristian will give him shit for it. It's the question of the week.
So last week, question of the week was favorite chocolate covered food. And we did get one answer. We only got one answer, but the answer we got was one of the more creative answers I've gotten in a long time as Cristian stretching next day. And that was this answer, which was Silver Sun XD over on TikTok. White roasted almonds and dark chocolate. Do not crush my almonds and stir it in. I'd like the crunch from the whole almond.
What? Wait a minute. So hang on.
Okay, James Bond, calm down.
Okay, hang on.
Okay,
hang
James
on.
Bond.
Hang on. So this guy wants crushed
No.
almonds with...
Don't crush it. They do not crush my almonds.
Okay.
Just give me a whole almond.
And stir it in.
Almond in dark chocolate. That's what he's asking for.
Don't assume the gender. Hold up.
Okay, so...
There's no picture of this. Just say they. I was just going to say they.
Just say them, yeah.
So, are we talking about, like...
He literally wrote what he wants.
Yeah,
It's a roasted almond in dark chocolate.
Yeah, it's called Snickers with almonds.
Well, apparently that's just what he wants.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
good for him. Good for him. I will pick up one for today because he did say last week should have been my week, but who cares? We don't really have it.
Would you like me to do what I did for him and have the cards out and you grab one?
No, because I already got something.
Okay.
I'm not doing a vacation destination. I'm not doing that.
You want me to do the card?
Nope, we're good.
Okay.
Here we go. Much better. We'll stay in the food department. We will stay in the food department.
Okay.
Let's go with favorite comfort food.
Ooh.
So while I update the screen here, which one do you want to start? I'll update the screen here.
Can we have it in two categories, like sweet and non-sweet?
I guess you can go for it. I don't mind.
Okay.
I'm not saying anything.
I will take a nice cup. I'm gonna go with the drink first. A nice cup of strawberry milk. I don't know.
I like that. I
don't know what it is. It's just
because it's such a rare thing too. It's not something you have all the time.
And
That's
also
the best part.
for food, just give me a warm bowl of like mac and cheese, or you know what, potato
Nothing wrong with that.
or a chicken dumpling soup, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, honestly,
Simple, but it works.
I'm a mashed potato person, so you can be anything about potatoes. I'm a happy person.
Mashed potatoes too.
I love good mashed potato, and I do love a good mac and cheese. So
especially cheesy mashed potatoes with bacon bits.
Yes, I can't complain about that at all. Like, how about you over here?
If I hear some obscure thing, I swear to God.
The crock pot's going on upstairs, by the way, as we're doing this. So,
I would say for a drink, my comfort drink would be kind of like iced coffee.
I just realized because I moved the camera, you can see my beverages today. I didn't realize that you can see my beverages over here today.
Would you like to tell them what you drink?
Yeah, the sparkling ice drinks, and they do flavors now. So I'm addicted to them. So.
We got green apple over here.
This is the green apple lifesaver flavored zero sugar sparkling ice.
What is there? The red, the pink, the orange.
Well, this is different. They have like a pineapple and things like that now. They're different flavors now.
Oh.
So anyway,
so then my comfort food would be chili.
Ooh, okay, nice chili.
You know what a comfort drink for you? We both give drinks.
Think about it. I'm not even like I'm not anything. Actually, you know what? Give me a nice root beer. A root beer float. Actually, no, root beer float.
There you go.
A root beer float.
Have you done an inverted root beer float?
What is an inverted root beer float?
Where you carbonate ice cream and like freeze root beer and turn the ice.
You could tell someone in chemistry class. You could tell someone in chemistry right now.
But actually, it looks disgusting, but it probably tastes amazing.
All right.
It's just frozen root beer. That's literally all it is.
Fair enough. All right. Favorite part of the show, as always.
You have entered media mode. You have entered media mode.
So, we have a lot to do. I had so many clips this week that I had to spread it out to next week's show. Like, there's so many things I moved it to next week's show because I had a couple of AEW-centric things, and it was I ended up moving things to next week's show. So for this week's show, though, let me, so as Cristian gets his drink and gets his coffee.
Oh my god.
Super sweet, isn't it?
Oh my god, that is sweet.
So anyway, remember last week? I think it was last week. It was 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I was making fun of AEW for the TBS broadcast split screen.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I had, for those of us watching and listening that are weird about, like, you don't make fun of WWE or when you make fun of AEW, let's make fun of WWE now.
Let's go.
So watching NXT on Tuesday on this TW, right? And I'm only it's split screen, but not fully paying attention like always. But then I look at the screen, the commercials are over, and they haven't gone back to full screen yet. So this is what I see on the screen.
What the hell?
What?
I couldn't believe it.
I mean, they're not wrong. It is nonstop.
But I'm like,
NXT.
what the hell, guys? Like, somebody just forgot to turn off the. It took funny part is, this was good 2 or 3 minutes as it was like this. So we were watching the screen on 2 different screens for like 2 or 3 minutes.
You know what makes this picture even fun? You know what makes this funnier? It looks like he's just helping him up.
Hello, guys.
Okay, we know what?
I don't even remember what match. Is this Ethan Page?
That's
Oh,
Ethan.
it's Ethan Page and Miles Born. This is the opening match.
Yeah.
The impromptu
Yeah.
American Championship match.
It looks like he's just helping him up.
This is
He's
the
like, I got
impromptu
you.
match. So,
That or he's
where
helping
Ethan-
him.
Where Ethan just got his pants ripped off, pretty much.
I was fun to watch though.
Actually, it looks like he's helping him do sit-ups. 1, 2.
Well, I jumped over to that camera at the right time. I jumped over to that camera at the perfect time.
Okay.
So, anyway, let's move on. Next up on the list here, let's get out of our rubber wrestling shows. I got a video last night from the Anaheim Ducks. Last night, I was actually looking for something else for the show, and I found something from the Anaheim Ducks. Charlotte Flair was a special guest over at the Anaheim Ducks this week.
Wow.
I don't know why. No idea why. But
I didn't know she was in that.
Wait, you posing with me? You posing with me?
this is her and Wildwood.
Oh!
God
For those on the audio side, that was a Wild Wing holding a Colorado Avalanche player who they were playing on this night, by the way. That was a fan in the Colorado Avalanche jersey, obviously a plant, being chopped by Charlotte.
No,
It looks fantastic in her fucking
Nope,
Ducks
it
jersey.
was just some random guy.
So it does look great in that jersey.
Does she make the V?
Any fucking flying V, first of all. And that's not a thing anymore. That's not a thing you do nowadays.
The fuck
Thank you.
is that?
It's from the movies. It's from the movie.
Okay.
The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim came from the Mighty Ducks movie franchise, and then Disney made an actual hockey franchise from the movie.
Okay.
Not a joke. That's actually a
So
thing.
what's
The
the
flying V was a move in the movie.
Okay.
Well,
thank
all
you.
5 of them did a whole. It's a thing. You have to see the movie to understand.
Okay.
If you get it, you see the movie.
Okay.
All right. So I just wanted to share that because it was awesome. So a couple weeks ago we talked about the real Yuta losing his hair. We never got to see it. Well, unfortunately, when I found this video, it was a cool video to watch. I turned the sound up because there was a song behind it, and I didn't want to deal with the flagging for it. But the problem is that on Wednesday he was proudly bald. So like it kind of took the luster off this clip. But this clip is too funny not to share. So here's him from after the Tony Storm pulls off the hat, and there's William Yuta's head to all of our glory. His face is amazing. Like
He's like, fuck, no.
here's the problem.
And
He
he
doesn't
looks
even look that bad. He doesn't look that bad at all.
Actually, he looks. The face right
He
there.
doesn't look that bad. That's the thing. Like
He looks like a human chia pet.
but he doesn't even look like that. He looks good. Like he actually pulled up, and then come Wednesday, his hair's growing back already. So it's not like it doesn't even matter anymore. His hair's already growing back.
It said supply of minoxidil.
No, it's called he's young, and he's still young, and his hair grows back quickly. This is why older people don't do hair versus hair matches. Which is why I bring you to our next photo from CMLL.
Oh no.
Oh, good.
With Johnny Mundo TV, Nitro Morrison, did your name here. I don't really care.
Elite.
Whatever.
Johnny asshole.
No, he's Johnny TV in AEW.
Okay.
He's Johnny TV. But down in CMLL, he was in a hair versus hair match and lost.
Against who?
I don't know. I don't care because there's Johnny
Oh,
with no hair. Now that is a bald
God.
head after a hair versus hair match.
Actually, he doesn't look too bad.
I've seen worse. I have seen a lot worse, but yeah, that's once you see Molly Holly get her head shaved, it's really nothing else. There's nothing really else to compare.
that's for real.
The missus will like it.
Well, she was obviously there. Taya was probably there, but yeah, that's that.
Okay.
So let's move on. We got Elimination Chamber, which we'll get into a little while. We have a bunch of stuff here, but so Raquel was in her pod wearing glasses, and nobody knew why. Apparently, she was wearing Meta glasses.
Oh God.
What?
Oh, the Meta Ray-Bans.
Meta Ray-Ban glasses.
Yeah.
That's what she was wearing.
Right.
You know what Meta Ray-Ban glasses are?
Right.
You know what they are, right?
Do you know what they are?
Yes.
What
are they?
They're the eight. I hate to say AI, but
Well, that's what they are. Right.
Right.
They're Meta.
right.
But what are they? What are they used for?
Basically, you're taking like video or pictures.
Okay,
And
at least you got
Perfect.
that.
No. Actually, perfect because Raquel put up a video from the Meta glasses, and here it is.
You better watch out. She gonna get you. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh, that scrape gets me every time.
Oh, that's what you get, Tiffy. Oh, poor Tiffy.
oh my god!
It is so hard to hate Raquel after
Well
these
done,
videos.
well done. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a cakewalk. So good.
I like to thank Raquel for not making it very difficult
That
to
is
hate her.
funny. Can we see
Without
some
laugh.
more of that?
Yeah, it's very difficult to hate her after hearing a laugh like that. This is being completely honest here.
Well,
It's
I
very
mean,
difficult. That was awesome though. That was funny as hell.
That's funny as
Yeah.
fuck.
Are you sure there's not a faction in WWE called Female Mean Girls? Because that would fit.
Well, she's in the Judgment Day with Liv and Roxanne.
Close enough.
Close enough. I
So,
guess.
so one last thing. This has been all over the internet, and I had to actually get a different video because WWE put an official video up, and I can't air official WWE videos here. But
Okay.
that's why I found a fan footage. Has anyone heard about Randy Orton and Chelsea Green lately?
Yes.
Okay.
At a house show.
Have you heard about Randy Orton and Chelsea Green? Okay.
Either a house show or I don't know what's happened. I think it was on Raw or SmackDown. Sorry, SmackDown. Orton was signing autographs with fans like he does lately. I'm loving older Orton. I really am loving this generation of Orton. Is my favorite Orton. I'm not gonna lie, I love this.
Right.
Orton. So this Orton was doing autographs with fans, and this happened. At the Chelsea Green hat, he's trying to put on and pose this man with Chelsea Green hat.
He doesn't look bad in it.
So
Well, wait a minute. Horton was military before.
I know, but so she's wearing Chelsea Green's hat. Now, is anyone? I guarantee neither one of you have known this. Chelsea on Instagram and Facebook has been one of the best people online lately because she's bored because she's hurt. So she's bored. And remember back in Saudi Arabia, she was wearing a Chelsea Chronicles outfit with in black and white. It looked like newspapers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you see where this is going?
Oh,
Oh
God.
god.
So whenever something happens in the Chelsea Green world, she makes a newspaper headline for it. Like one said, your president is down injured. Like it was something like that. Very clever headlines, nothing I can really write.
The Chelsea Chronicles.
So this is what happened afterward.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
This is at the chamber.
my god.
What was that?
This at the chamber. Look behind him.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's at the chamber then. Perfect. It's at the chamber. But the Chelsea Chronicle Patriot hat becomes symbol of support for the president, which is amazing.
My god.
Chelsea's one of my favorite people
Oh
right now.
my
Now
god.
available at WWE Shop.
It really
Yeah.
is. Her hat is available for real. That's a legitimate thing. That's legitimate.
Nothing like cocking your own merch,
I
eh?
don't blame her. I don't blame her.
It's smart.
Yeah,
So, by the way,
I get it.
speaking of merch, I'm currently wearing the AJ Styles Forever retirement shirt.
Ooh.
And here's the problem. I just got this today. I ordered it during the Rumble. On a pre-order. During the Rumble. Literally right before the men's Rumble match, I ordered this.
Was it on back order? Or
No, it
something?
was on pre-order. I literally got charged 2 days ago for this shirt, and it just showed up this morning. It showed up when I got home from work today.
Wow.
So
Can we talk about the diverse of the three of us with the shirts?
I know he's wearing a Chicago band shirt. You're wearing Saja Boys K-pop 800, and I'm wearing an AJ Styles shirt.
This is how you know it's generation, right?
You don't think about it. We don't even think about it.
Generation.
I think we covered, music, movie. I think we covered
And the different generations of it too. That's the best part.
Again, I should say both of us switch. It'll be perfect order.
Oh my lord, that's hysterical. So all right.
Forever Ganja Social Boys. Yeah.
Saja Boys.
Hold up. What did you just say?
Forever Social Boys.
Can I hit him?
Uh-oh. Mark is going off on a
You brought it back!
Uh-oh. Mark is going off on a tangent.
Oh crap.
Well,
I may have a new toy on my phone.
No!
I may have a new toy.
No. You get it hooked up with the board.
Fuck Cody Rhodes.
Yay, baby!
I may have a new
The
toy.
spirit of Sal will never die.
Yeah, I may have a new toy that I may have installed on my
Wait,
phone
hold on.
last
I
night.
got a question. Sal, what are your thoughts on Cody Rhodes?
Fuck Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
All
We'll get to
right.
Tony later in the show
Thank you for the input.
because also on here
There goes Mark.
there's that. I have this all Jim.
Oops. Blake has lost track of the conversation.
Oh my god!
Do we have one for Christian, by the way?
Oh. Cristian is starting to rage.
Especially when you get on your Cody Rhodes tangent.
Tangent.
No, Cody Rhodes doesn't need another championship
There
match.
goes
He's
Mark.
already had finished the story. No.
Tangent.
Anyway, let's move on, shall we? Anyway, so I have a new toy. I have a new toy now.
You need to get to the last thing I have to play it again.
Anyway, let's get on with the show, shall we? Let's get to the news and notes. It's starting one TNA story. TNA story just broke out of nowhere. Master Order and Seth Delander have left TNA. This came out of nowhere. Apparently TNA won't clear her to wrestle. She had a spinal injury that happened last year, and apparently she was cleared by some WWE doctors, but TNA doctors refused to clear her, so they decided to leave the company.
Fair enough.
So this happened literally yesterday.
So, do we expect them to pop up in WWE?
I don't know. She looks like good terms. I know her and Matt Cardona have a really good relationship. So it wouldn't shock me. It really wouldn't shock me at all. To be completely honest.
It wouldn't be the worst thing.
No, I actually like them together.
Yeah.
So I don't see a problem with that. So that's the only real TNA thing. TNA's been a good show, but just there's really nothing to report about. They've been doing stuff, but just they have normal shows. They have good shows and PLEs and stuff like that. There's not a whole lot to report about right now. But let's go to Japan, who had their first USA show of the year last weekend. It was in Trenton, New Jersey. It was New Beginning USA. And we had two title changes. Two crazy title changes. One, Bolton Olick is now the strong open weight champion. Christian, that was the championship that Ishii won at our show last April.
Jesus Christ.
At Windy City Riot. And he beat Ishii had the belt for 322 days.
Jesus.
Damn.
Christ.
So that ended that reign.
Almost a goddamn
Damn year. Yeah.
Konosuke Katesha beat El Phantasmo to win the New Japan World TV Championship.
Oh.
And actually the match went into overtime because there was a 15-minute time limit. And the match ended up going almost 20 minutes because they asked for 5 more minutes. It went almost 20 minutes. This match was fantastic. This match was fantastic. Ended his ELP's reign at 304 days.
Jesus.
And he
Christ.
had like 20-something defenses and everything. Like he had a lot of defenses. And
Did I hear from this match that resulted in Ishii's having
Ishii is hurt going in. So he's probably having his surgery.
Yeah, like
that he
neck
rightfully
surgery.
deserves currently.
Yeah, he was supposed to have surgery a while ago, but I think he didn't want to get the belt off him, which is completely fair. So that's that little update from New Japan. New Japan Cup's going on. New Japan Cup's going on right now. So there's not really a whole lot else to report, but that's the big news. And I am waiting for the New Japan G1 Climax in Chicago show to go on sale. It hasn't happened yet. Let's go over AEW for a few quick notes from last night's show. First things first, we all know Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors are doing their thing.
Right.
Well, apparently David Finlay left New Japan at the beginning USA show. He had his last match in New Japan on the beginning show. And is now in AEW. There we go. With Clark Connors and Gabe Kidd, they're now known as the Dogs. And my issue with that, even the fact that they're together, is the fact that they literally went from being the War Dogs to the Dogs. So that's the thing that happened.
That sounds. They gotta fix that. Jesus Christ.
This graphic went up like right after Dynamite last night.
So
Why
bad.
can't they just say Dogs of War?
Maybe it's copyrighted.
Was War Dogs copyrighted by?
Oh, New Japan owns War Dogs.
Yeah.
So.
What about?
I don't know. I don't like the name of the dog. It's like
No.
when they did I forgot who it was in TNA, and I think it was the American. What was it? The Davey Richards and
there was American Wolves and he changed
thank
it
you,
to
American
Wolves.
Wolves. No, American Wolves, and they changed them to the Pit Bulls, which was so bad. It was so bad.
They shafted the name. Jesus Christ.
But no, this is bad. This is bad.
They got to come up with another name for this group.
Good seeing them back together. But
No. I'm happy for the faction. I don't like the name. I don't like the name at
sucks.
all. Like, it's a bad name. But so that's that. And the other big thing that happened. Okay, hang on. Let me step over to the main screen because this is a long setup. So on Collision.
Oh, here we go.
On Collision, MJF
Oh boy.
within the ring cutting a promo on Hangman, the pay-per-view. Kevin Knight came out. And then was having a mic battle with MJF. You gotta see that one coming. This left to MJF challenging Kevin Knight to a world title match on Dynamite. So that coming. And that was the opening match on Dynamite this week. The opening match on Dynamite. That was actually really good. So then Kevin Knight had a quote-unquote injury in this match because of the 20-minute match against the champion. Things happen, no big deal. And MJF actually won won with the Dynamite Diamond Ring, but still, it was MJF typically made a match, a really good wrestling match. Later in the show,
that's the cleanest finish you're gonna get from MJF.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
later in the show, Hangman came out and squashed a jobber in 10 seconds, and legitimately, I'm not even joking. That actually, the bell rang, a couple of moves.
Buckshot Larry.
Buckshot Larry.
Larry.
Match was over.
Yeah.
Match was over. They should have kept this music going. That's how short this match was. So anyway, he had this thing, and then he cut the promo against MJF, and then MJF comes out to confront him, and then he gets jumped by the Don Callis family. Unrelated. This is unrelated, apparently. MJF was unaware of this, and then out came the rest of Jet Set Rodeo to help Hangman, and then out come Dan Callis. Apparently on Collision, and I missed this because I must have missed this on Collision. Jet Set Rodeo said we'll defend our titles any place, anywhere, anytime. I must have missed that on Saturday, but they didn't argue with him. So they put an impromptu main event match on. And it was Jet Set Rodeo against Mark Davis and Proto Kata,
Or like this man likes to call Procata.
which is so stupid. That's an awful person. Because the problem might your joke doesn't work is because it's Proto Kata because he's trying to get under Takeshita's skin. Because it was what the name was? It wasn't Takeshita. It was something else. There was some other wording.
Proto Star.
No, it was something else. But the Proto Star is actually his name. But there was some other way. But he's trying to get under Takeshita's skin. So it was Proto. It wasn't Takeshita. It was pronounced differently. But Protoshita. That's what it was. Protoshita. And he's trying to get under. They're having a behind this a background storyline with Okada and Takeshita. So this literally just going to Takeshita's skin. That's why your joke doesn't work. That's why your joke doesn't work. But anyway.
Or if you really want to say it, United Empire and Okada.
But not even that. It was Aussie Open. and Okada.
Yeah.
Not the opener
Yeah.
Okada, which is
Yeah.
what your mother pointed out to me. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I didn't even think of that.
And I say again, it looked weird having them together again.
But anyway, we had a match. It was the main event of the show. An impromptu main event to the point where the show ended at 9:25 Central Time. But at a certain point, we just make Dynamite 90 minutes. We just make, 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes. At a certain point, like,
why not?
you keep going over anyway. Just talk to the damn station. Just go long every week.
Yeah.
But anyway,
No, that's their trick. They say it's an hour and they go for the extra 30
no,
minutes.
it's supposed to be 2 hours. They go 2:30 most of the time. So
Okay, well that's even better. They do the two. They say we're gonna stay with you, so they guarantee the time because they already add it. Then it's gonna take other spots.
fair point. Fair point.
They always say
For
that
rating purposes.
for rating purposes. They do that to keep that.
Okay.
Which is actually, when you say that out loud, that's actually pretty smart.
So main event. Well, the official main event
Got
was
it.
supposed to be. It was supposed to be Thunder Rosa against Tekla for the women's championship.
Right.
But they added a bonus main event, and that was the trio championship. The way they did it was actually really smart. By the way, Tekla retained. That wasn't important to the story, but it was the original main event for the show. Anyway, so we main event. It was Jet Set Rodeo versus Don Callis family. Don Callis on commentary, of course.
Sadly,
And
Oh, God.
ironically, Hedges Sarah was in a match against John Moxley earlier in the show to set up Mox versus Takeshita at happening at the pay-per-view.
Mhm.
And we not only did we not get John Callis on commentary, we didn't even get a Yo Soy Hedges Sarah.
why?
We didn't get any of that. It was weird. We didn't get any of that.
Don Callis is starting to pick favorites.
But anyway, so he came out for this, and remember I said earlier that the Don Callis family helped MJF, even though they're not associated. Well, MJF came out and hit Hangman with the diamond ring, leaving Jet Speed and Speedball in the ring by themselves, 3-on-2. That led to a whole bunch of crazy shit, and the Don Callis family is now the trio's champions.
After practically, I don't know who. I forgot who Mark power drive, but whoever he power drive fucking killed him. Jesus Christ.
Mark Davis, by the way, was celebrating it like up a storm. You couldn't hate him. He was celebrating up a storm after this. So, thoughts on the Don Callis family now holding the trios championships?
How many titles do they got now?
3.
They got the TNT title.
Yep.
They got is Takeshita still in the Don Callis family?
Yeah, but then we're not counting that New Japan World title because they didn't show it on TV this week. So
Okay,
I'm not
the
counting that.
TNT title.
The what's the other one that Okada holds?
Is that the Continental?
Yeah, no,
Continental.
not the Continental. The other one. Continental is Mox.
Oh,
What's the other belt? The
International.
International. That's what it was.
International and the
And now the
trios
trios.
title.
Yeah, and it's all the same people, which is even crazier. So
The only one who actually now physically has the title is Mark Davis.
one belt. You mean one title?
One belt because the
Yeah.
other two got the TNT and
Yeah, exactly.
International
So-
respectively.
That's that. So
What did I say?
I think you. I don't.
Did I word it wrong?
I wasn't sure how you worded it. So I was just helping
Okay.
you. I wasn't exactly sure how you worded it. So I was more helping
In
you
my
than anything
head,
else.
I was like, he's the only one with the title right now that's just a single title.
I think that's why. I think you forgot the word single. I think
Okay.
that's what it was. You forgot the word single, and I
it
was just
sounded better
helping
in
you.
my head.
Yeah,
so-
I was just trying to help. That's all. Just
Okay,
trying to help.
I was like, did I say it wrong? Because I'm pretty sure in my head it sounded correct.
So, like I said, more AEW talk on next week's show because we have pay-per-view preview with. Can they stop adding matches in this damn pay-per-view? Holy shit! It's a Sunday night show, and there's like 15 fucking matches announced on this damn show. It's a Sunday night pay-per-view! Holy shit!
I
Sorry,
don't think they can cram any more matches.
like, oh my lord. No, trust me,
test them.
they will.
Don't
They
test
always do. Like, give me a break here,
That's-
TK.
That's the whole
Stop!
thing. When you have so many matches, then you basically are spitting up the matches just to get them in,
I actually
and they're
don't
not
have a problem.
quality.
I don't have a problem if we're doing a long 4 to 5 hour pay per view, especially because we're paying full price for it.
Right.
I have zero problem with that on a Saturday. And like, I understand. Like, I think it's Double or Nothing. It's usually on a Sunday night, but it's a holiday weekend. It's not a holiday weekend for me, but it's a holiday weekend technically, so I understand that completely. This is not a holiday weekend. It's just a normal Sunday night. The show's gonna be on until like midnight, 1 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck?
And
Aggravating.
yeah,
So let's move on. We've got a lot of WWE stuff to talk about, and we're gonna go in. I'm gonna try to keep us in order. I'm gonna try to keep us in order the best we can, because when we last left you was just before SmackDown last week, and on SmackDown we had a title change.
oh my god,
And I'm not mad about it. And I'm not mad about it whatsoever.
You're not.
The Irresistible Forces, Nia Jax and Last Legend, are now the women's tag team champions. They beat Rhea and Io in a really good match, by the way.
It was a really good match.
And I said this going in, and I said this a couple of weeks ago. I might not have said it on the show, but I said it a couple of weeks ago. I will not be mad if they put the belt on them. I will not be mad because I think they're a really good team. They have really good chemistry. And now that they're letting Nia actually, wrestle like she knows how to wrestle, she's actually doing a fantastic job out there. And I really enjoy them as a team. I really, really enjoy them as a team. And I want to see more of them. And also, heel champions. I think these belts are better with heel champions going into Mania.
Yep.
Honestly. Thoughts, guys?
Not really.
They're a powerful team. I have no idea who's going to come up and basically be the good challenge for them.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Zarya and oh, never mind.
Soul
Ruka
who fucking hit a double fucking soul statue this week on Zarya and fucking JC out of nowhere on Tuesday's show.
Bam.
It's nothing to do with Saturday Hate Review, so that happened on Tuesday's show.
No, I think Zarya and Soul never. They never.
It's the same joke twice.
I was going for the it was bad.
So anyway, let's move on to Elimination Chamber. What was that sigh for?
I don't know. I just don't like.
We'll get there.
I'll get to
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll start with the women's chamber. Rhea Ripley advanced to face Jade Cargill, which as I said during the show, I don't mind this, mainly because this is the poster match. This is the match you have on the poster for WrestleMania. It's like you have the posters that are turned into the seats. This is that poster for the women. Yep. Like the two generation of wrestlers against each other. Like the other one is Punk and Roman. That's the poster. This is the other poster. And I have no problem with this match for that reason. I think it's like a fantastic match for that. It is, unless the two of them aren't getting along, which apparently they're not. Apparently the two of them are not getting along. And they're having legitimate Twitter beef that is involving Chelsea and Piper, and a lot of fights going on Twitter currently.
That's right.
Not a good thing. This is not good because apparently this is real and not storyline. And it started a storyline and it's no longer one. And it is not good.
WWE said it's not a storyline.
I don't know who WWE said that to because they don't ever talk about social media stuff, but I see your point. Don't just say WWE said something as they had an official press release because they did not say in a press release. You cannot say that legally.
To what my point is.
Good. Sorry.
To Rhea winning, because at this rate she's probably going to beat Jade and become 3-time women's champion.
And I know you're annoyed by this, but I did.
I don't like repeat winners. I want new champions. They've relied on Rhea every single time something goes wrong.
It doesn't help your point, by the way. It's their 7th straight Mania with a title match. But okay, I have a question for you. I brought this up to your mother. I brought this up to Mandy, so your mother. And what I said was, what is wrong with a woman being the top star, getting to repeat? What's the difference between a male doing it and a woman doing it? What's the difference?
Oh, there is no difference.
But what's the difference between when John Cena was in the event every year, or Stone Cold Steve Austin was in the event every year, or Roman Reigns was in the event every year?
As a John Cena fan, it did get repetitive.
Okay, it's a fair question. That is my question.
As a John Cena fan, it did get annoying. For Roman Reigns, got annoying. For Stone Cold, I can't really.
It was only a couple of years. It actually wasn't as many years.
I can't really say about that. But for John Cena, as a John Cena fan, I can probably say it got fucking annoying.
Okay, you know what? Then you're consistent. Because that was actually the very fair question. You know what I mean?
But with Roman Reigns,
the 3-year title reign and everything else they were doing.
The other thing,
for Roman Reigns, there was a story behind it. You cannot use that one because there was a story behind it.
And an epic story, too.
There was an epic story behind it. Even though I don't like Cody Rhodes, there was a story to finish.
We'll get to Cody. We'll get to Cody in a few minutes.
We'll get
to Cody in a little bit.
When it came to John Cena, it got repetitive. But that's the same thing with Rhea. They're relying on her when something doesn't go right. Or, like in this case, they want a quick championship.
I think the match was supposed to be Bianca Jade, and Bianca went and had surgery. So that's what happened here. So...
But then that leaves the other thing. are we ever going to even get a Bianca Jade match? Or
Well, Bianca had surgery. You can't control that.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
know. Will we ever get it? Or are they going to be stupid and keep it on Jade until Bianca gets back?
You don't need a title to have a Jay Bianca match against SummerSlam.
Okay.
You don't need a title.
But
To
then,
be honest here.
but then now my other point is, if Rhea wins it, who the fuck is gonna beat her?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Like serious, like
Okay, well, let's do
it's been one Riptide, and that's the
With-
goddamn match.
let's go over the list of candidates.
The problem is, here's the problem. You could do that, but after Mania, everything changes all the time. We all know this. I still think that we should add Jordan Grace in this. I still say that. I've been saying that for months. That Jordan Grace should have been the one to beat Jade if Bianca was hurt. But apparently they're not ready to push Jordan yet. It's not like she's in the bad. She's done a show all the time. And it's just one of those things where they're just not ready to push her yet. Which is fine. She's new. But like, it's one of those things like, so is Jade. And so is Tiffy. And so is other people.
You know, if you look over,
And Tiffy was new for the title.
if you look over the list of candidates, I mean, you got Charlotte, you got Tippy, you got Alexa.
I'm anti-Charlotte being in a title match in general.
Okay.
Two things. One for legit, one to make fun of you. Who the hell is Tippy? Number two.
Tippy.
Anyway,
Tiffy. I'm sorry.
There you go.
there it is.
And
Tiffy.
I was like, who the fuck's Tippy? I knew where you're going for. Number one, Charlotte does not need another fucking title, for the love of God.
That's why I was so glad they didn't do anything where Charlotte was in this chamber match. Like,
That's why I think the person, and I hate to see this come down to it, that would take the title off Rhea would be Alexa.
here's the thing. We're quickly taking the belt off Rhea. She hasn't even won it yet. She hasn't even won the thing yet. Like, that's the issue we're having this whole conversation. And we don't even know if she's going to win the title at Mania. We'll get there when we get there next month. Like, we have 7 weeks until Mania. So, like, 7 weeks. By the way, I did see a stat this week.
Okay.
This is the first time since WrestleMania 31.
Mhm.
Let me get my thought up. I hate when you do that. It's pet peeve. WrestleMania 31, that there's not a horsewoman in the title match at WrestleMania. This is the first time since WrestleMania 31.
31?
Because 32 was Charlotte, Sasha, Becky. And ever since then, until this Mania, there's been at least one horsewoman in every women's world title match at every single Mania since then. How crazy is that? How's that for a streak ending out of nowhere? And I saw the graphic to prove it. Like, I saw all the graphics to prove it. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Like, that's a stat like I did not expect to see. Now that we have the two world title matches, women's world title matches set for Mania, like, that's crazy.
What do you mean? Liv Morgan's been one of the 4 horsemen from the very start.
She wasn't even in the company yet when the Horsemen started. She wasn't even in the company yet. But anyway, let's move on. Let's stay with the women. And I'm just getting to my screen here and get to AJ Lee. She is the Intercontinental Champion for the women, making Becky Lynch tap to the Widow's Peak, which is awesome.
Black Widow.
Sorry, Widow's Peak is Victoria.
Victoria, yep.
Sorry, Black Widow. And by the way, and during her entrance on Monday, she put the belt in the ring the same place she put the Divas Championship during her entrance. And so they put a side by side together. That was pretty cool. That was pretty damn cool. And then Becky is continuing to protest this win. By the way, I love Becky online. Another person that's okay. Trying not to be political here. Becky's playing Donald Trump online right now.
Yeah.
She's literally making fun of Donald Trump.
Yep.
And it's so entertaining.
Yep.
So much fun. Especially in a company that has a lot of people that are Republican. It's hysterical.
Yep.
Absolutely funny as hell. But AJ Lee is the Intercontinental Champion. I'm not going to bullshit you. The match wasn't that great. I enjoyed the match, but it wasn't great. I expected better from these two.
A lot of mishaps.
I liked it, but it wasn't great. I wanted better. I expect better from Becky, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's what it is. It's all done AJ winning.
Did it seem like, did Becky look like she was 100%?
Becky was not even in her regular ring gear for some reason. I don't know why. She wasn't even in her regular ring gear for this show.
I do want to give a small credit to her core work, trying to do AJ's pose on the ropes, especially after
being a mom.
Yep.
Being a mom and doing anything for work is always impressive. Always impressive.
I do
And
just want to point that out. That was impressive. By
there is
Becky.
that weird thing going on with Jessica Carr and Becky that I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand what's going on with that.
But all things aside, congratulations to AJ Lee finally winning title back.
Are they
In Chicago, no
Yep,
less.
in Chicago.
Chicago?
Chicago.
So I mean, you brought up Jessica Carr. So my thing is, are they planning to pull the trigger on this and have a storyline with her involvement?
I don't know. I don't know if I want to see her
I
wrestle.
don't think anyone should pull the trigger at all right now.
Okay.
But I don't know if I want to see Jessica Carr wrestle. I know she's a trained wrestler and she's wrestling over on Evolve in her mask. But I don't like the fact that you put referees in the ring because they're not supposed to be wrestlers. They're not supposed to be wrestlers.
And then if they win, then it just shits.
And makes Becky even worse. And then if Becky wins, what she do? She'd be a referee. It doesn't do
No.
anything for anybody. It literally does nothing for anybody.
Like you beat a ref. Congratulations. A ref beats you. You even look shittier.
Like it's
Unless-
one thing. It's one thing. And I'll use this as an example. We'll talk about this more later. If they
Okay.
if they do something for Drew versus Nick Aldis, that is different because they've openly said Nick Aldis is a former NWA champion
Right.
on the air. So that is different. Jessica Carr, according to canon, WWE canon, is not a wrestler. And never been a wrestler in canon of WWE. That makes no sense to have a match.
What if they would do a stipulation match where Becky would come out and say, "If you beat me, you can be a wrestler. But
That's
if
not
I
a
beat
terrible
you,
idea. For Mania, it's a terrible idea.
no, I'm not talking about
But
Mania.
we're
I'm
talking about Mania. Everything right now is to Mania.
Okay.
Everything
Alright.
is to Mania right now.
Oh yeah, have Becky Lynch lose to a referee at WrestleMania. God
You
forbid.
gotta remember, this is Mania we're talking about here. We're not talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
Backlash. We're talking about Mania.
Yeah, plan for WrestleMania. Becky Lynch loses to a fucking ref.
And again, I understand she's a trained wrestler, but she's
Right.
still a referee at the end of the day. You know what I mean? She's still a ref. It's
As
like,
we- as
keep
we-
in mind, we watched fucking Aubrey Edwards do a fucking match on Collision, and she won her match, and people were pissed. People were pissed. And it was a tag match, and people were pissed. WWE fans are not up for this shit. You know that.
No.
They complain about everything anyway. Imagine if they even booked that match. It's a terrible idea. Terrible idea.
The only way I can ever see that happening is on a Raw, maybe.
Maybe Backlash, not Mania.
No.
Not at Mania. Not with the ticket prices the way they are right now.
When the hell did Aubrey have a match?
Look it up on. It happened on Collision.
It was a dark match.
No,
wasn't
it was on Collision. It was
Okay.
on Collision. I
Alright.
remember watching it because it was a dark match. I wouldn't have seen it.
Okay.
It was on Collision. I don't remember what the match was, but she was in a tag match on Collision. I don't remember what it was, but I remember seeing her wrestle. But anyway, we're back to the United Center for Mr. CM Punk, who entered and okay. Did you even get his entrance?
After re-looking at it and reading comments, I got
But
it.
did you get it initially?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. Because you're too young. You're too young for it. I
My
understand
initial
it.
thought, like, maybe it's something from where he's from. That's my immediate thought when a special one's like that, and it's like announcing like what happened.
Yes.
My initial thought was it was probably something about sports,
And your
No.
mother was freaking out
Yep.
because she knows this entrance.
and I was completely confused.
By the way, Jake Barnett over at Thursday Night had one of my favorite lines of any review I listened to last week. And he went and said, everyone always asks what CM means. CM means. And obviously, running joke over the years, right? At this point, just call him Chicago Man. Because this is the most Chicago shit I've ever seen.
What does CM? What does CM?
Chick
actually-
Magnet.
That's it.
That's what it means.
That's it.
Chick Magnet.
Oh my god.
Because it was part of a factory called the Chick Magnets. It's in his
Okay.
book. It's in his book. It's a documentary. It's a documentary, I mean.
Well, it worked. Look, we married.
But anyway, CM
You're not
true.
wrong.
I mean, come on, the guy dated fucking Lita too, and a bunch of other wrestlers, and Beth Phoenix. He dated Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
So like, anyway,
You got it.
so-
I always love because it's just the evolution here. It was you look at the first person they dated to the person they're either married or dating now.
well, AJ and Punk are perfect together. This is to be honest.
Oh
here.
yeah.
And April and Phil are perfect together. But anyway,
It's just such cool names of CM Punk and AJ Lee. April and Phil.
that's what it
It's
is.
like
Phil
Roman.
Brooks is cool. Well,
Like
Phil Brooks is a cool
Roman
name.
when he's got the
Phil
mic.
Brooks, April Mendez is a great name, and that's her publishing name because she does comic books and everything. So like,
Sorry, it's just
she does
April
comic
and
books under April Mendez.
April and
But
just
but
Phil.
fucking Roman keeps calling him Phil in promos. It's driving me
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, it
crazy.
does.
It's driving me crazy. But anyway, so full entrance for those who missed it. or did not know what was going on, like him. Chicago Bulls, he came out to Sirius by the Alan Parsons Project. This was the entrance that the Chicago Bulls did during the 90s when they won 6 championships.
With Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan.
Yeah, by the way, they won 6 championships in 8 years.
Jesus Christ.
They've had 2 3-peats with Michael Jordan. Only interrupted because Michael Jordan decided to retire after the first 3-peat, went and played baseball for a year and a half, and the Houston Rockets won back-to-back Super Bowl championships during it. But yeah, they won 6 championships in 8 years. But anyway, it was this series, and they did a whole thing where they have the screen. Actually, the screen on the door was Chicago Bulls logo with hello, we're there. Anyway, it was crackle in my ear.
You're good.
Yeah, but there was on the screen with the Punk logo going back and forth. The Bulls logo would come on with all the faces of the players. That's what that was about.
Okay.
And then the entrance, and then the announcement was by the old Chicago Bulls announcer. It was perfect. It was awesome, and to do it in the United Center was amazing.
And on the back of his jacket was
it was Larry Forever. But like there was so much going on there. By the way, AJ had Larry on her tights.
Okay.
By the way, she said that in the post show. But anyway, the Bulls Chicago entrance, and defeated Finn Balor in a really good match. I actually really enjoyed this match. Personally.
Finn had a good entrance as well. With the cameras and
everything. I actually love the fact that they added a 4K camera to his entrance. I love that. Because they added a 4K camera.
It was simple, but it worked.
But like adding the 4K camera to that music and the pose, I noticed it in Ireland. Like I noticed it the first time in Ireland, and I love that. It's so deep.
And thank God they kept this good theme.
Oh no, that's a permanent music now. Permanent music from now on. Permanent music from now on. Yeah. But his request, by the way, it was him and a Paula Beck request to make that music. But it sounds like that's his.
The fuck he had.
Well, Finn's turning slowly. We're watching Finn slowly turn, and this match was awesome. A lot of people are shitting on this match because it's a little slow. Both men are in their 40s, guys. Like they're in their 40s. Keep that in mind, guys. That we're still watching him in the main event. I really enjoyed this. I'm happy for Punk to retain. Obviously, we have Punk Roman come up at Mania. Finn, I think we're getting Finn Dom at Mania.
Yep.
So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I know you were having issues with Finn losing, but he is turning face, so that helps things, right?
I just want him to win a world title eventually, please.
You never know. We have plenty of time.
Still
plenty of time, especially because he looks fantastic. For being 42, he looks fucking fantastic in the ring.
Doesn't have to be like a year-long title reign.
A couple months.
Give it a couple months, please. Everyone wants this whole Finn finally winning the world title.
Maybe by the end of the year. Maybe by the end of the year, well. Who knows? You know, crazy things happen.
I think Finn.
And I don't want it just a random episode. I want it on a
I think Finn pulling away from the Judgment Day is best for Finn.
And we'll get into that actually when we get to the Raw stuff in a few minutes. I'm trying to go in order of events. Let's stay on the Elimination Chamber. Okay, I'm going to try to go through all of this without losing my voice and driving myself crazy.
Okay.
I wrote it all down, so I'm going to try to go through all of this.
Oh, what the fuck?
I wrote all of this down so that I did not lose anything. Here we go. Let's pop this up on the screen. All right. Then Randy Orton, officially, Randy Orton won the Elimination Chamber. Let's just roll it out there. And I was joking at the end of the show. They put a graphic up on the post show, and it was Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. And I'm like, that match is not happening. That match isn't happening. Like, I don't care what happens at anything. There's no way that match is happening. There's no way. It's impossible. That match will not happen.
Just for the two of them.
I'm just saying that graphic will mean absolutely nothing soon. Let's just be honest here. No matter what happens now between now and Mania, that graphic will mean absolutely nothing. Yep. That'll be one of those graphics that popped up. I'm like, they took this match away from us. Oh, fuck yourself. Anyway.
Well, there you go.
That was so accurate.
I see that meme all the time.
It was so accurate.
That meme all the time. Anyway. So, okay, let's try to go through all this that happened here. Because 2 storylines happen at once in this damn match. Before we get through any and Cody, let's start with Logan Paul. Let's start there. Logan Paul, who apparently did not get the note that it doesn't matter how many eliminations you get in a match. In this match, it really doesn't matter if you get 3 eliminations because it doesn't matter if you don't win. It doesn't make a difference. Although apparently, though, I did find out that Logan Paul is the second person to ever get multiple 3 eliminations like that in a row in a men's chamber match. And Brock Lesnar is the only person to do that.
Wow.
There is and then I think Shayna Baszler is the only woman to do it.
Yep.
So that's an interesting company for Logan Paul with Shayna Baszler and Brock Lesnar.
The closest thing from this show is Raquel getting the double pin.
Yeah, but that's Roman. That's Roman stuff. That's Roman Reigns stuff. But anyway, let's start with that. So Logan Paul gets 3 straight pins The crowd hates it.
Actually, before any eliminations happened,
Go.
as soon as Logan got out of that goddamn pod, Trick, Javon, and Cody jumped his ass.
It was so nice for at the end of Black History Month for all the black athletes to attack the white man. That was so nice of them.
I made that joke as soon as it happened.
And you know what? We're allowed to make that joke. It's Rich Fan made that joke on Torch Audio, so we're allowed to make that joke.
Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Because a very proud black man made that same exact joke. So
Cody Raheem Rhodes gets invited to the cookout one more time to kick the shit out of Logan Paul.
But Trick, Javon, and Raheem beat up Logan Paul.
Oh, and they kicked his ass. And we had to remind Trick, wait a minute, you're a heel.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Oh my lord, he's gone.
Oh my god.
I thought his nickname was Raheem because he was good in the bedroom with Brandy.
No, because that's his black name. That's his black name.
That's why he gets invited to cookouts. It's Cody Raheem Rhodes.
Oh my lord. That's why he saw racism in AEW. Anyway, back to what we were talking about. So that happened.
All right.
Jumped him.
Black History Month ended fantastically.
3 black guys and 1 white guy in the middle of the Elimination Chamber.
That was great. That was great. Anyway, so after the third elimination for Logan Paul, how to get through all this? After Logan Paul eliminates 3 guys, ironically 2 of them were black. A masked figure shows up. On Friday night, we had a masked figure attack everybody, and it was revealed to be some random jabroni. The random jabroni ended up being a member from Seth Rollins' school, which is actually pretty cool when you think about it.
Yeah.
For real.
On Saturday, another random jabroni climbed the cage for some reason. There's the roof on the chamber. I don't know why he was climbing the cage.
Was he Darby Allin?
Was he another student from?
Apparently he was.
Okay.
Apparently he was. But my point was though, he climbs the cage for some reason that I don't know why. Again, this is not a talking about this chamber. There's a roof. I don't know what he's doing. So then they finally pulled, and then for some reason 8 security people ran down and pulled this guy down off the thing. And Adam Pearce is there for some reason. And he's like, "Who are you?" Exactly. Now they made first. Who are you?
Take his mask off.
So funny. So funny. So that happens. So then another
Disney Pure screamed into his face. That student is traumatized for life.
Or it was one of his best moments of his life.
What is it true? No, you know what? He was traumatized, and now looking back at it, he's completely fine with it.
So anyway, that happened, and then and then we have the cage door stayed open for whatever reason.
Can I go off that just real quick?
Oh,
No,
he's gonna have a rage.
No. I'm saving the rage stuff for later. Go.
This is actually the stupidest thing ever.
Go.
So Trick has taken 10 years to get out of the chamber. And the door has just been open this whole goddamn time. And before I say another thing that happened, we see another masked man get into the ring.
Right. And that was, and then we find out, and the funny part is he swaggered into the ring. It didn't look like he swaggered at first, but then he hit the stomp on Logan. Cody pins Logan.
And the only reason I know who it was is because that's the exact same way he does the stomp.
And ended up, of course, being Seth Rollins. He returned the cover. I really need to know the wholesale sale they had on getting these fucking black outfits, by the way, in the last 6 months.
I actually
which you can get over at WWEshop.com.
That'd be hysterical, but I know.
So $100 a piece.
That would be a perfect Halloween costume.
My friend sent me a clip.
The guy from Gimmicks R Us.
My friend sent me a clip.
Acme, where you can get them.
My friend sent me a clip from Logan's podcast, and the whole thing was a pyramid scheme where one guy gets another guy, and that guy gets more guys, and then those guys get more guys.
Look at the Rock.
And then it's a pyramid scheme, and that's the whole goddamn
That's
show.
funny.
A pyramid scheme.
That's very, very
wow.
funny. But no, the wholesale of these fucking outfits has been so much fun. By the way, the Gimmicks R Us, people are laughing at that joke. That's an old something to wrestle with joke. Something to wrestle with joke.
Acme.
No, something to wrestle with. Chris Pritchard always used to say, if we didn't understand where something came from, the joke answer was blank R Us. Most of the time it was Gimmicks R Us. That was the joke. That was the joke.
Tables R Us, and I really
that was it. That was the thing he used to do all the time.
And I'm pretty sure he said that. I was like, is there actually a table?
No, there's not. But anyway, so Seth attacks Logan. He proves the mask. He proves dramatic. Blah 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 blah. Paul Heyman lost his mind. Paul Heyman's facial expression, like, what the fuck was that? Becomes a meme. Fine, cool. They leave the cage. We'll get back to them in a second. We'll get back to the cage in a second. On Monday Night Raw, Seth and the Max Men, that sounds like a band, they all started coming out.
Wait, what?
You didn't see the segment on Raw?
No.
So we open up Raw.
You missed it.
We open up Raw with Division. And Paul Heyman is in the
What's
ring.
left of it, yeah.
Well, it's obviously Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and Paul Heyman. And they're in the ring cutting a promo. And they're cutting a promo talking about Seth. Completely makes sense. You got to talk about Seth Rollins, what happened. Then another masked man shows up and goes after. This is actually perfect how they did this. Masked man came off and Austin Theory took off. Another masked man showed up and Logan Paul took off. And then another masked man shows up on the ramp and Paul Heyman's yelling at him, thinking it's Seth. Seth then shows up behind Paul Heyman with a steel chair like he's a member of the Shield and swings at him. We're in Indianapolis, by the way, where the Shield broke up. It's the same exact building where the Shield broke up, by the by.
Yep.
And he hits fucking Paul in the back with a chair and then hit the stomp on him. And for some reason, Paul Heyman decided this is a good time to bleed from the nose. And he came up with a broken nose. And then he gets escorted away by security, which I'm watching Paul Heyman getting taken to an ambulance with the anyway. Paul gets taken out to an ambulance. Gets put in an ambulance, and then Logan and Austin realize, oh shit, we have to go after Paul, and they try to get in the ambulance with Paul. That's obviously not allowed. So Austin tells Logan, go get the car. Logan goes get the car. Austin thinks Logan's back at the car a half a second later, which is stupid as fuck as it is. And out pops out of a car is Jimmy Uso, because Jimmy is blaming them for attacking Jay on SmackDown. Yep. And Jimmy actually goes after. This actually set up a Jimmy Logan match later in the show, by the way. But Jimmy goes after Austin Theory. Austin Theory does that, and all of a sudden we cut to the ambulance as the ambulance is closed, and LA Knight's sitting in the ambulance seat. In the ambulance driver's seat saying, I'll take care of him, with a smile on his face that also turns into a meme this week. And he drives off with the lights going off, and that's how the Raw started. That's how Raw started. That was the first 10 minutes of Raw. It was one of the most chaotic 10 minutes of Raw we've seen in a long time. So anyway, so that's how Raw started. We'll get more into that later. It sounds like, by the way, on Raw we're getting the Vision versus the Uso suit. That's going to be exciting. No. Anyway, back to the chamber.
Yeah,
back to the chamber.
It leads full circle.
Randy Orton. I said Randy Orton won because it came down to Randy and Cody.
And this brings back to why was the chamber door open for so goddamn long?
So the cage door was open because Logan would eliminate it.
Yep.
So they left the chamber open because it just came down to Randy and fucking Cody. And before they can close the cage, Drew popped out of I don't know where Drew was hidden this entire time. He popped out of nowhere, runs into the ring to attack both guys, which I think is hysterical. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was pretty funny. That apparently he didn't want to face anybody. I thought that's the most heel lot I've ever seen.
He hit Randy with the title and went for the Claymore and Cody.
And then Cody and them started attacking him together. He hit the crossroads on Drew and distracted himself.
No. RKO and then caught into the crossroads.
But that distracted Cody himself, and he turned into an RKO, and Randy Orton pinned Cody. And that's where we ended the PLE. Yep. Not where we ended the storyline. We're not done. So we go off the air. We cut to Joe Tess and all of them, Jeff Tess, Biggie, and Rosenberg over at the table outside. Joe Tess trying to like oversell everything.
They're doing like the
post show setup.
Right.
They're setting up the post show. Right. And then they fade to black and they come back up to the post show. And when we fade up from black, they cut to the back. Where normally they cut to the back, they cut to Jackie or they cut to somebody in the back. But no, they cut to Nick Aldis yelling at Drew McIntyre while two of them are being held back and they're going to punch somebody. The funniest part for me in this visual was Nick Aldis being held back by 6 people. 2 people are holding back Drew, and then Drew's like, why are you holding me back? I'm not even going after him. That was my favorite part of the entire segment. So anyway, they yell at each other, and a fired up Nick Aldis, who I've never seen him this fired up as GM, by the way. Never. In the year we've had him as GM, I've never seen him this fired up. He literally goes out to the post-show booth, grabs a microphone that's meant for guests, and tells them, Drew's been pissing me off so much, he's been screwing over Cody Rhodes, I'm putting him in a world title match on SmackDown against Cody Rhodes. Jesus. That's happening tomorrow night on SmackDown.
Yep.
And And then Drew comes out pissed, and he goes after Nick, and then we got on with the rest of the post show. And then a graphic came up showing that Drew versus Cody's happening on Friday.
Well, then
Fuck Cody Rhodes.
Uh-huh.
I like how when Nick was doing, he's like, "So Drew, you gotta act like a little." Paused, and he was gonna say bitch, and then he changed it to boy.
But Christian, Cody versus Drew tomorrow night on SmackDown.
I hope Cody doesn't win. That's it.
What if he does?
I know what you're trying to say.
I have to know. I have to ask you. No, seriously. My hand's not on the buttons. What happens if he does?
It's probably gonna be.
My hands are nowhere near the buttons.
It's probably gonna be. It's first off, it's gonna be fucking stupid. He wins the title again for the 50th fucking time.
For the third time, but I see your point.
Close enough. And then it's probably gonna be Randy and Drew versus Cody at Mania. Cody's gonna get his head punted off, and then Cody's gonna die.
I don't know. What's this. It's the crazy part about this match. I don't know what's going to happen, and it's going to be live. So there's not going to be spoilers out there. I don't know what's going to happen because literally the reports online have been like 3 different things. So I legitimately have no idea what's going to happen here.
The thing that I don't want to see, because it would be too predictable, would be a triple threat match, which I do not want to see.
Why?
Why? Here's the thing: Drew, Cody, and Randy. Okay, I don't want to see that. I want to see Randy get a fair shot at Drew and kick his ass.
I have if I was them, what I would do tomorrow is have Jacob Fatu come out like they did at the 2 out of 3 falls match, but this time because there are rules in this match, the normal one-on-one match, that causes a DQ and it leads to a 4-way at Mania, including Jacob Fatu. That would be fine by me.
Yeah,
that I think people could live with, because
that's my opinion. That's how I look. That's how I would do.
You've got 3 people that have all legitimate beef with Drew, but all have legitimate beef with each other also.
And then they got legitimate beef. but
Pork,
then,
the other way, meat.
But then at the end, Randy Orton punts someone's head off, and then Drew throws
there
out the ring and then Drew throws Randy out the ring and gets the pin himself. So we get the punt kick.
Not that far-fetched.
But Drew gets
the
win.
I can see Randy interfering on Friday too. Like I could totally see that happening too. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, and that's the fun part. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, let's move on. We got one more thing we can talk about before we get to NXT.
Okay.
Let's tell a little story on what happened here on this has to do with our social media too. There's a reason why I didn't do comments at the top of the show, because they all had to do with Danhausen. So when we last left you, when we had Tom on the show, we were talking about the crate.
Correct.
And on the morning of the PLE, I put up the video of us talking about Chris Jericho being in the crate.
Yeah. Correct.
This is important. I had to go in order of how this went, because I've been dealing with social media side of this for days now.
A lot of speculation.
So this went up. Somebody commented on our post originally on Saturday morning. This is Saturday morning. Patrick Boyna, God of Iowa, sure, whatever, went and said, in my opinion, it literally has to be Jericho or it's a popcorn fart. Nobody is going to be received well otherwise. Not Danhausen, not Evil, not David Finley, nobody.
And a phone call either way.
So that is that. And notice I liked it because this was before the PLE started. Yep. Before the PLE started. And apparently Mark is taking a phone call. How about that? Now we want to do that. There we go.
Think about our love, so I need to be honest, no secrets anymore. I found a girl in heaven and heaven's door.
Thank you for joining us inside the generation evolution. We'll be back next week.
Thank you so very much. Goodbye, mwah, and good night.